We have leaks of additional equipment slots and more inside of today's video. And I want to say, although I may look very surprised on the thumbnail of this video, this is something that I have suspected would be coming to the game for quite some time now. It's been the topic of discussion, and we're going to discuss a little bit more today because on multiple websites we have some leakage going on, all very similar, some discussion points around all of them. And as you can see, take a look at the bottom of this image. We have two additional slots right here, 1 and 2. These, we are assuming, are for the new pets. Also notice that underneath our Heliquary bonuses and all of that, we have the equipment that we already have. It's now just been moved to a different area of the HUD with these two new slots. If we click on over, you'll notice without the writing on top, it seems to look like some kind of a necklace, some type of a collar or something like that. You could say that it was a choker collar or something, you know. But point is here, it seems if this leak comes to be true, that there's going to be new equipment, new gear that goes along with the incoming update. But what does this mean? When I look at this gear, I don't see any circles that are empty, indicating that there would be gems put into these slots, although I was someone that suspected that gems would be coming into the pets in some fashion in this update. And it's also worth noting, do you think equipment without a gem slot really has much value? Not really sure. It doesn't really make sense that we would have a gear slot with gear that has no gem ability, whether it be legendary gems or our normal gems. Mind you, normal gems are the ones that are more difficult to get, acquire, and upgrade to max level. So although there is no circular spot here, I would guess, because I don't know for sure, that there would be a gem that is socketable in each one of these. Now, of course, there's been discussion around all of this, and actually, the writing over the slots apparently translates into violence. So what that means is something like a crit chance would be understandable to assume that this kind of means. Now we have more. We actually have 4 that we want to look at here today, and some of them have some discussions around them. Here's another one with the image, same thing, a little bit of a different look. And as you can see, we got it here without as well. And it says, critical hit block gem was a joke of the original poster. I don't know what that means. I don't know what all this means. And by the way, everything that we're looking at here today has been switched from Chinese to English. So just a couple more images right there. Then we switch on over to this one right here where we're on the Reddit thread. Obviously, the same image is being shown right here. And this says right here, soon we'll wear 10 rings, maybe another 10 rings for toes. And it's worth noting here, guys, that as we need to gain more power, gain more combat rating, there's going to be ways that they may add this stuff to the game, and it could be in the form of gem slots. We had the stances that opened up, which allowed us to boost our resonance. Obviously now though, if this is real, which I'm leaning to believe that it is, but that's definitely not confirmed, and none of this is confirmed by Blizzard. If this is real, this will not increase our resonance. The gems that could potentially be slotted inside of these positions would not work on your resonance at all. And it says here, according to the poster, green slots with new normal gems that provide critical hit and block. So does that mean that gems, new gems, are coming to Diablo Immortal? There was so much discussion around me believing that. That's funny. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're not coming to the game. I guess we will have to see. And then we have one more point right here. This looks like a bracelet. It could be a colorful socket, I guess. Modify sockets. What do we get? Well, that'd be cool. Can we modify the sockets to change the colors of them? That would be fairly interesting. I don't know. But from what we're seeing, it very much seems that the pets that are coming to the game will be wearing some sort of gear, whether it be collars, whether it be links around their arms. You know, I want to go ahead and say I wonder if it's not a collar. When you look at them, they look identical, just in opposite directions. So dogs or pets, animals, they don't wear two collars unless they have two heads. So I would more anticipate this be something that would be around their wings or around their arms, like a link that goes around, wraps around. I'm wondering if that's what it could be. Not sure, just speculating here as well. Now, in addition to all of this, I said there was more to this video, and there is. We didn't really get any Diablo Immortal at BlizzCon, did we? Well, looks like there was some type of a Immortal BlizzCon that went on after all for some people. This is something that went on over in China, and I'm not gonna sit here and read it all to you, but it was a big event, a LAN event that they put together, bringing together players from Diablo Immortal, kind of like a BlizzCon would be, where all the players come together. It's a community event, and you celebrate your passion and your love for your favorite games. When I was at BlizzCon this year, there was nothing, zero, nothing at all for Diablo Immortal, which was sad. But check out some of this stuff over here. Massive room with Diablo Immortal themed all around it. Nice Diablo Immortal poster. The room is set up really nicely. It looks awesome. This is a massive screen that wraps around the room, themed to Diablo Immortal. Check out the ceiling as well. Definitely has a lot of different cool lighting abilities. You also had what seems to be some type of a bar themed with the Diablo Immortal, some type of text over there for Diablo Immortal. Obviously promoting what's happening in the new update as well, which is what we've been here talking about today. And then it seems that everyone broke bread together and was able to hang out. Now, I don't know who the people were that were invited to this, or that it was open to, if it was something that people would pay for to go to. Apparently there were a bunch of gifts, like real hands-on style gifts that people could get here as well. But it was cool to see that at least over in China, there was some kind of an event that featured the game that you and I all love. Maybe you don't love it. Maybe you're just someone that likes to hang out and talk about it, but or hear about it, or criticize what's going on with the game. I'm not sure. But it was really nice to see that that something is going on somewhere, even if it's in the Chinese version of the game. So thought that was cool. Obviously, the bigger discussion here is on the potential new gear slots. We're going to be getting the overhaul to how the whole HUD lays out to make room, make space for the 2 new gear slots. As it sits right now, you have 6 on the left-hand side. There's no more room for any others to be added, so they just happen to move it over here. More green gear, which means more importance for you to do your challenge rifts, because that, of course, is how you get your gear up. It's how you get more combat rating, and it's how you progress through the game if you're one of the people that's playing and kind of stuck somewhere inside of the game. Grind your greens, and now you got 2 more that you're gonna be able to grind if, of course, this leak is actually true. Let me know what you think down below and how you feel about potentially 2 new normal gem slots coming to the game.